Hello everyone, it's Goodbye back to a video, and today we're going to be looking at the Miniforce Dinoid Warrior Thunder T-Rex. I probably butchered part of that name, but yeah. So before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below which the video, or else you'd like to see in a video. So onto the figure himself. And here we have him in his robot mode, and it's a very nice looking robot mode. It's got a little bit of a backpack. I do wish that this, could form a shield of some sort. It does pop off for the combination. So, but other than that, it looks really good. So let's take a quick look at that face sculpt. So focus, come on, thank you. Get that nice sky blue for the eyes, white for the face, some nice gold accents along with just a little bit of red. I do like how his helmet is pretty much a T-Rex, thus his name. It's some nice black right there. And going down the body, you get some gold splotches throughout and a little bit of white and gray for his abs. He's trying to be Optimus Prime with the red piece right there instead of, yellow. You get some nice gold paint on the hands, and a little bit of that kind of navy blue, maybe. These pieces kind of concerning just because it's gold plastic. I don't believe it's going to be anything like actual, GPS as us Transform fans know it. And since it's not anything, load bearing, it's whatever. But yeah, I do think this white on the shin could have used one more coat or a couple more coats of paint. But other than that, it looks really good. So now, as far as articulation, the head is on a ball joint, so you get some good side to side. You only get this far left and right, which is more than what you'll need, but it's also due to the shape of everything. Shoulders on a ball joint, so you get the full 360. You get out at the shoulder this far. If you use the transformation joint, you can get a little bit higher up. Oops. And you can also go lower if you want to. You get ball jointed elbow, so you get not quite the full 90, but you also get the rotation. You get wrist rotation, which is very hard to get to. But you can only really rotate it 90 degrees outwards on both hands. So yeah. So now, you get a waist joint on a nice ratchet. Legs move forward, that bar. Back, if you get, some of this stuff out of the way. Can't go back about that bar. It really can't go back all the way, but just due to all the stuff, yeah. And can't do the full splits. You get thigh rotation. 90 degrees of a knee bend. Get that back up. And the ankles are on a ball joint, so you get some good ankle tilt and a little bit of up and down thanks to the transformation joint. But on the foot itself, you do get a very tight ratcheted joint, like a friction ratchet. So yeah, and the same thing with the heel. So overall, not too bad. And for accessories, one of them is already attached. I'm not removing these because I have seen stuff on the TFW boards where the paint has rubbed off. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it attached. And it is like pure die cast, like it is cold touch all over. But you get the nice T-Rex head, and underneath is simply just a T-Rex foot. So yeah, there is that accessory, and he comes with two of these. And these are on the hinges, more so for the transformation, but yeah. And these can attach to the forearms. You got these clips. You got that slot that's kind of out of focus. So now you do want to make sure that this piece is on top of the forearm, otherwise it just will not go. So those snap right in and snap right in. So now he can become Wolverine. Sure, why not? But for size comparison, here we have G1 Optimus. So you can see he's a pretty decent sized fellow. And set him back there. Raise up a little bit. Here we have Tricera, Sabertooth, Inkleo, And I'm going to have to rise on up. And, whoops, Rex Kaiser, who's still out of frame. So, yeah. Honestly, this reminds me of the G1 combiners where, like, the torso bot was, like, stupid tall and all the other ones were just kind of like, yeah, we're little guys. So, yeah. Not too shabby. Ugh. Rex Kaiser. Oh, man. Alright, moving these guys off to the side. I know P-Off will be kind of happy about this one. Oh, no, his was Stegosaurus, not Ankylo. But still, an orange dinosaur. So, overall, robot mode looks really good. You know, really no complaints other than the fact that this piece just, I wish it formed a shield, like I said. But other than that, it's not intrusive or anything, and you know, even then you can get it out of the way with these hinges, so not too bad. So let's get down to transformation. So first things first, remove his Wolverine claws and go ahead and just fold them up and just peg them together and set it off to the side for right now. You want to come to the hands and rotate them 90 degrees inwards, or outwards, sorry. So the gold is on top. And when I first got this figure, this hand specifically loved to pop off so much that I thought it was going to be the norm with this guy. But thankfully, I figured out the trick. It only goes 90 degrees outwards. So, but then you want to go ahead and rotate around the arm so the treads are facing the front of the robot. And just go ahead and flip it back like this. So rotate and flip back. Next, come to the feet. You want to get this piece flipped up about halfway, so that way you can flip this down, flip that up. So flip this down, come back here, flip that up. Then you want to rotate down the foot just one click and rotate all of this around, wrong way. So rotate this around and rotate this around. Now granted, you can leave these out if you would like, but the instructions want you to fold them up. Then just go ahead and peg the legs together, then kind of collapse them up. And I do like how they have a cutout just for the Dinoid metal. And we're almost there. You want to bring in this section again. So with these black pieces facing up, and they're going to plug in right there. So you got those ports. So get that plugged in. It's not a super secure connection. I would have liked a little bit more of a solid click, but it's not too bad. So next, take this whole section. You want to rotate it under, and there is a cavity for the head. So get that done. Then rotate around the arms so the treads are now facing the bottom. And what's going to happen here is you got clip and peg right where my finger is, or a peg hole, and you got a peg and a clip. So just orient these the best way you know how. I personally find it best to get the peg in first, then the clip. So get that plugged in. Do the same thing for this side, so get that down. Get this lined up. Come on, lined up. There we go. And plug that in. And for almost the final step, just go ahead and bring down his legs. Then take these panels right here, flip them back, and there you go. There you have little Thunder T-Rex in, well, a vehicle, animal mode, whatever this is supposed to be. And it looks, you know, really kind of cute, honestly. So, but take a quick look at all that detail. So get the nice blue for the eyes, and he gets a little bit of a golden eyebrow. And get this nice kind of blue as well. They did really good on the color breakup, so yeah, not too bad. Now, if I had one complaint, the play in the ratchets, you know, he can grind his teeth, I guess, which dentists recommend against, surprisingly, you know. So, yeah, not too bad. Now, as far as articulation, you can use the hips to mimic a Chomping if you want to, or he can rotate since he is a tank, apparently, of sorts. But he does roll nicely as well. So, yeah, not too bad. Now, for a real quick size comparison. Here we have a G1 Optimus once again, and again, he is no slouch. He has got some good mass to him, and yeah, looks really good, excuse me. So, yeah, overall, really nice little tank mode thing of Bob. I'm not even sure what to call this. Animal mode, tank mode. Animal tank. There we go. So, yeah, but he does form one more thing, and that is an arm for Rex Kaiser. So to get to that, you want to just go ahead and raise this section up. Then you want to go ahead and wiggle it down. It might be helped to split the legs a little bit. So that way you can slide them back down. And if you split them, go ahead and just combine them back up. Next, they want you to get these panels flipped back down. You also might have to flip these in just a little bit more. So get these flipped in. I think they're flipped in all the way. So get these panels down, then just flip these back up, flip these back up. Next, we're going to undo the arms just so that way you can remove this entire section right here. So get that unpegged, get that unpegged, unpeg, and undone. Next, just untab this as well. Then this will slide down. And go ahead and just flip up the head. Then just reattach everything. Well, it's more so just the pegs, but yeah, there we go. Get that lined up and get this lined up. There we go. I do wish the head hit just a little bit better, but it's not too bad. Now, since per the instructions, they want him to be this arm, you just rotate this accordingly. Then you'll bring in this piece, flip out that section, untab that. Then using that tab into that clip, just clip that in. Do the same thing for this side, so just make sure that is around that way. And there you go. There you have an arm all ready to go. So not too bad of an arm mode. So, but yeah. Now you can combine this with Rex Kaiser to form what they call D3. Technically you can combine any one single member to get D3, D4 just with another, and so on and so forth. So, but yeah, we have one member down, 5 to go as I currently own them. So yeah, I do recommend getting this set. It is a really solid set, a lot of fun, and yeah, just really good. Like, especially if you're a Power Rangers fan, I think this will scratch that itch. If you're a Transformers fan, you will love this as well. They're really solidly built. I don't feel like anything's going to break on me if I, look at it funny or whatever have you. The only issue I had, 2 issues really, is the ball joint specifically for him and Tricera love to pop off on the elbow sometimes. It's more specifically on Tricera just due to, transformation just a little bit. And the ball joint on the fist, granted that was probably a me issue. I've not had any issues since then of it popping off. But other than that, transformation smooth, no real issues. So, yeah. But that is about it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for, no more video reviews, but more of these guys as well. So